Hello, welcome back to the channel. It is now a new week. We're actually starting the weekly vlog on a Monday today. Isn't that crazy? We were off to a rocky start, I'm not gonna lie. The goal was to wake up early to go to the gym and then have an in-office day. But as you can see, I am not in the office, I am still at home. And that is because I slept later than I should have last night. Yeah, but it is okay. We're back on track because I went to the gym during my lunch break and now everything is okay. The world is balanced again. So the goal for this week is to hydrate. I simply am not drinking enough water. Usually I'm pretty good at getting 2 liters in a day, but I think now that it's starting to get really cold in Melbourne, I just can't do it. There's just something about drinking cold water when you're cold. It's just so difficult. And so I'm just not reaching for my water bottle. So we're trying something new. And when I say trying something new, I mean something that's been around for millennia, and that is drinking tea. I know what you're thinking. The concept of drinking tea is not new. It is to me. I'm simply not a tea drinker. I'm more of a coffee drinker. So I suppose the question of the day is, does drinking tea count as drinking water? Because tea is just flavored water, is it not? I know that tea is, in general, a diuretic, which basically means that it makes you want to pee more. But I think I would rather potentially pee more and not absorb as much hydration than simply not drinking enough water. But obviously, if drinking tea like this is not the same as drinking water, please let me know. Because I don't want to keep doing this if it's not actually benefiting me in any way. Thanks. It's hard to believe that I'm done with work because of how dark it is outside. I'm trying not to let winter depress me, but it is really sad about how dark it gets, even before it hits 5 p.m. Anyway, update on the hydration. It's happening. I can confirm that I have needed to pee several times today, but I think it's been worth it. I feel hydrated. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do tonight. I have barely got any steps in today because it is a work from home day. I generally am pretty sedentary when I'm home. So as much as I don't want to walk in the dark, I might actually head down to the shops and buy some milk because I have run out of milk. But otherwise, we're getting towards the end of the month, and one of my goals for this month was to finish editing all my China vlogs. That's the goal. I'm doing my best not to just rot and watch YouTube or like watch TikToks after work. So I'm trying to find different ways to have a creative outlet. So I think tonight's activity will be editing vlogs, and we'll see how that goes. I suppose if I end up going for my walk, I'll take you with me, but we'll see. It's only 5:30, but walking through this park is actually really scary. Like, look at how dark it is. Oh. I don't know why I do this to myself. Light, light, light. And of course, this wouldn't have been an excursion if I didn't get myself a sweet treat. All right, there we go. If it's cold where you live at the moment, I would highly recommend getting one of these, an electric blanket. Honestly, changed my life. Like, the Asian in me doesn't allow myself to use the air conditioning unless it's freezing cold or boiling hot. The aircon stays off. Anyway, back to editing. So after the embarrassing attempt of latte art that I tried the other day in the last vlog, I thought that I would try and redeem myself this time. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for this. The milk is not looking great. Ugh, no. I mean, it's better, and still taste good, and that's all that matters. So the only goal for today is to go down to the post office and post something and try not to get a sweet treat on my way back. I know, very lofty goals for today. But otherwise, it's just another work from home day. I do have a call with my friend Claire later today as well. We try to schedule in a monthly call because otherwise it's just so hard to do long distance friendships. But the other purpose of this call is to organise her coming to Melbourne in a couple of weeks. Myself and her husband coerced her into running Run Melbourne with me. So she last minute bought a ticket and will be staying with me for a few days over the weekend. We'll probably just yap a little bit and then plan out what she wants to do. She's pretty chill, so I honestly think we'll just be running, have a nice dinner, and then I'll drop her off at the airport after. So I just got a message from the manager that was just like, hey, you're free for a quick chat? Which is off-brand. And so immediately my first thought is, Vanessa, you're getting made redundant. You're not going to have a job. Oh my God. You're going to be poor. Just spiraling, right? Which I think is very usual. No, just other redundancies and resignations happening within my company. How fun. I think it's just an interesting time to be within the tech industry. It's hard to feel safe in your job when you just know that there are a whole bunch of redundancies and layoffs happening all across the world at the moment, especially with the proliferation of AI. So I'm now off on my daily lunchtime walk. Remember, the goal for today was no sweet treat. Wish me luck, because it's hard to go for a walk without a purpose. You know what I mean? I also have trouble with that. Well, actually, my main purpose of this walk was to post something, but that's already been done, so I guess we'll just continue on with the walk. I'm back from my walk, hands empty, no sweet treat. Yes, I am just wrapped up in my electric blanket here. What have I done all night besides being cozy in this blanket? Well, I finished editing my first vlog, so this is quite meta actually. It is currently being uploaded to YouTube, scheduled to go out tomorrow morning. I feel a bit blah tonight. I don't know why. I think it's just one of those nights, you know, where you're halfway through the week and you've done 3 days of full-time work and you just feel a bit defeated by it. But we're going to turn this night around. It's only 6:45. I might do some colouring while I watch YouTube. I feel like that's a very stressless activity. And I think this one is so funny. It's just called green. And I know that sounds really odd, but like comparing it to other colors, like this one is called thatch green. So they all have like fun names, but I don't know why this one is just green. We are off to a good start this morning. I have a 9 a.m. meeting and I think Microsoft Teams is down. I'm hoping that it's just me, or maybe I'm hoping that it's not just me. I'm now 4 minutes late to this meeting, but I've also tried to join on my phone and I don't know. Anyway. So this is today's lunch. It's, I think, what you would call a broke person lunch. It's just 2 pieces of salmon, Kewpie mayo, sriracha, and some seaweed. I don't know why I eat like this. Usually I eat pretty well, but today I simply could not be bothered making anything for lunch. So this is it. I guess it's kind of like a deconstructed version of the sushi bake that I made the other day. It's still good. Okie dokie, I'm heading off soon. I'm gonna go have dinner with Viv and Liang. We're trying out this new taco place that apparently has a huge line.
You get seesaw.
Yes.
Yeah. Yummy. It is that time again. Wow, what an interesting angle this is. Time to go for my run. On today's menu, I have a tempo run. We're gonna be doing a 1 kilometer warm up, and then 1 kilometers at a 6:50 pace, 1 kilometer at a 6:15 pace. 2 sets of those, and then a little cool down, and then we should be good to go. 3 weeks out from Run Melbourne. Let's get it. So I've just finished all of my tempo intervals, and it was a really hard session actually, and not for the reason that you think. My legs felt fine and my lungs felt fine, which is unusual. It was my stomach that got me. I think I just had a really heavy lunch. I had a poke bowl, which meant a lot of rice, and I don't usually eat a lot of rice. So I think even though I thought that there would be enough time for it to settle in my stomach, I was wrong. I guess 4 hours of digestion is not long enough, so noting for next time I have a run after work. Don't eat a heavy lunch, but we got it done. It felt good. I need to do my cool down now. 1 kilometer back to the office. It has just started raining, so I better hop to it. Welcome to the weekend. We finally made it, thank God. One more work week over. So, some exciting news. I will be moving out of this apartment. I know, it's crazy. I have spent the last almost 5 years here. When I first moved to Melbourne, this is the exact apartment that I moved into, and I simply never moved out. There are plenty of reasons why I never moved out, but I think the biggest one was that I just didn't want to go through the whole admin of moving. I didn't want to have to like book movers, pack up my shit, unpack my shit at the new place. And the location of my current apartment is just like perfect. It's really close to a train station. It's really close to Glenferrie Road. And so I just never really felt a urgency to move. But now that my boyfriend and I are closing our long distance gap, so I've been going through the process of trying to find a new place to live. After so much anxiety, I finally found somewhere. I'm not going to disclose where we're moving to, just for safety and privacy reasons, but we will be moving to a 3-bedroom townhouse a little bit further out in the suburbs. But it does mean that I do need to do all the moving by myself, because I'll be moving to the new house before he gets here, so that it just works out better that way, because he's coming in with all his stuff as well, so it just makes sense for him to come and drop off all his stuff immediately into a house rather than trying to find a place to store his things. I'm going to be doing a whole part series of moving diaries, so that's upcoming. But other than that, this weekend is one of 2 weekends I actually have the time to move, or time to pack and do admin, because I'm moving in basically 3 or 4 weeks. So I only have this weekend, next weekend, and the weekend after that, Claire is coming down to visit me for Run Melbourne, and so I won't have any time to pack, and I fully do not expect her to help me with anything. So it's a little bit of an odd timing, because the weekend after Run Melbourne is basically when I'm moving, And so I just don't have any time. I also feel like spending this weekend and next packing isn't ideal because I still need to like live. I am getting more confident as the days go on that I can spend week leading up to the move on the Friday packing because I don't have a lot of things. So if you can't tell by how dark it is in my apartment at the moment, it is now almost 5 o'clock, and all I've done today is declutter. All I've done today is declutter, basically. But what I have also done is figured out a project timeline for the move. Hopefully everything just moves smoothly because I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm quite stressed out about this. Anyway, so I'm gonna go. Unsure if this will be the last clip of the vlog for the week, but we'll see.